Hey, it is Friday. This is Dow Welsh welcoming you to Make Your Own Headlines, sponsored by the Office of Dr. Leo Marvin and the letter Y. So have you ever had a gift that keeps on giving? I'm not talking about Frank Shirley splurging to make you a member of the Jelly of the Month Club. I'm talking about the kind of gift that keeps giving you something good and encouraging and helpful. Well, for me, I've had a gift like that this week. It's called Haslam's Bookstore in St. Petersburg, Florida. That's right. This is the third day of unique stories from the oldest brick-and-mortar bookstore in the state of Florida. So far this week on the podcast, we've heard about a woman who found one of her mom's Bibles at Haslam's, even though her mom doesn't live in Florida, but in California. We've heard about my friend Kathy getting a Bible at Haslam's, a used Bible, and finding $20 in it a little later. So what does Haslam's have for us today? How about a story about Canada, eh? Haslam's was started in 1933 by John and Mary Haslam. Their granddaughter, Suzanne, and her husband have been running it since 1973. Suzanne's husband, Ray, recently told the story about a guy that came in about 25 years ago. He was looking for a limited edition Canadian book. He told Ray, "I know you're not going to have it." And he was right. They didn't have it. But Ray's been in the biz long enough to see a few book miracles. So he asked the guy for his contact information in case he ever came across it. But the guy said, "Nah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll never find this thing." Foreshadowing. The very next day, Ray was sorting through a box of used books that had just come in. And that's right there in that box was the exact limited edition Canadian book the guy was looking for. And it was signed by the author. Ray still has it in case the guy ever comes back. The Apostle Paul was writing some folks in a place called Galatia, and he said this, "Do not grow weary of doing good, for in due season you will reap the reward, if you do not give up." So, when's due time? When will we be rewarded for doing good to our spouse and our kids and our parents and our friends and the people we work with and complete strangers at Arby's? I don't know. It might be this afternoon, might be next week, might be next year. Or if you're a Christian, it might not be until you see Jesus. Because see, as a believer, we see that Jesus is the reward. The treasure of knowing Jesus and following Jesus and loving other people in the name of Jesus, it's like a limited edition book signed by the author. It always has value. It always rewards. So we should never give up looking for and looking at and listening to the truth of the gospel every day. Daniel Whittle put it this way in a song he wrote back in 1883. "I know not what of good or ill may be reserved for me. Of weary ways or golden days, before his face I see. But I know whom I have believed, and am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I've committed unto him." Make that one of your headlines today.